Hello and welcome to today's episode of Oboe Windfree. At the ICO, we're always finding new ways to look at things, and my guest today has really found a creative way to interpret some of Mendelssohn's songs without words. Emily is one of the violinists who plays with the ICO, and this is the third of her imaginative musical arrangements of this incredible music. Emily, first of all, can you tell me a little bit about the original songs without words and what inspired you to arrange them for violins and multiple Emilys?
Well, I guess not having any pals to play with over the last few months has led to a bit of creativity. They're just absolutely some of my favorite music, probably because they're so short. You don't have to get too invested. They're kind of 2-minute snippets at a time, and you can have every single emotion that you could think of. There's probably a song with that emotion in it.
And they're originally piano pieces, so what made you think of kind of how to arrange them for the violin?
Well, I have to confess, I am not a born arranger, but you know, with a little bit of time on our hands and a bit of curiosity, you kind of start to fiddle around a little bit. I was definitely wishing for an extra C string on a few notes there. It's surprisingly difficult to play with oneself when you're like stuck in a limited range. There's something that you really miss about the sound of the piano, having all those octaves to work with. But my piano skills are not up to par, so it's have to be violin.
And do you have any special affinity with Mendelssohn's music? Is there any reason you picked that composer?
I don't know why I what made me first fall in love with the songs without words so much, but we've had a lot of exposure to Mendelssohn through working with Jörg, and I've always enjoyed those concerts so much, and we've recorded all 4 of the Mendelssohn symphonies now, and we're working our way through the string symphonies, and it's just been such a brilliant experience every time that I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for a wee bit of Mendelssohn.
And Opus 30 number 1, your latest release, shall we call it, when Mendelssohn was asked what these songs actually meant, he always resisted giving a kind of literal meaning, preferring, I think, to leave it to the performer or the listener, really. And I just wonder, is there anything special that this song means to you?
I think Mendelssohn is right to say that, actually. There's so many emotions in all of these little snippets that he's made, and I think they're without words for a reason. They don't really need a description. They just are what they are, and you can just let your emotions go along with whatever the flavor of the moment is.
That's really kind of you to take the time to talk to me, Emily. I really, really appreciate it. Emily's amazing video is something to look out for. The ICO will release it on all our usual social media platforms on the 22nd of April. I'll see you next week when I'll be talking about our next iCreate Online project. Take care.